All right, welcome back. It's the GameChanger. It's been a while since I did a voiceover. Super excited to be back. Been so busy with life, but I have a lot of content to voice over and get out. So let's get to it. If you watched the ASMR video, you would know that this is my boy Shavar. He drove 400 miles from Austin. I've been cutting him since he was a waiver. He loves the quality that I put out, so he makes the trip, and I really appreciate it. So let's get to it. The first step is to cut the hair down to the desired length. But before we get to that too, if you notice, I have new tools and I'm super stoked about it. Oh my God, I love these clippers. If you watch one of my latest videos, I went clipper shopping for the first time in 7 years. And man, I was so excited and enthused. Technology has changed so much. So I'm excited to actually get to play with some of the new gear so y'all get to see me use it. But back to the tutorial. I'll talk about that more later. Also go check out that video for the clipper giveaway coming up soon. The winner will be announced. So one of the most important things when you get tapering a haircut like this, because this is my first time actually teaching on this style, you want to be very intentional because you don't have much space for error and you want to be cautious. So if you notice, I always start that taper line about 1/4 inches down or 1/4. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm doing this at 4 o'clock in the morning. 1/4 the way down from the top of the ear. I want to give myself space. I don't have much room to work around the back side of the ear. So I'm very cautious. Now, I usually do about a 1/2 inch or so from the primary line to the secondary line, but now on this one, I don't do as much. So you want to half that half, if that makes sense. Now, what I want to do is, if you notice, when I take out that primary line, which is the first line that I put in, I'm very careful first off, and second off, I'm not blending it into the second line. I'm very intentionally giving that line its own fade. So that way, when I debulk this secondary line right here is what I'm doing to this section. I'm debulking. Debulking is when I take out some of the darkness and thickness. So that way, when I combine the two sections, it's a smooth transition. Now, I debulked and I didn't blend those two sections. So now when I blend in this secondary line, it'll be a very flush transition. If I was to try to blend that primary line into this secondary line and section, sometimes what happens is you end up pushing that line even higher, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. If not, kind of listen to it a few more times. If you go to the comments and tell me, hey bro, I don't know what you're talking about, I'll kind of revisit this and give it more of a breakdown. Like, also, these new clippers are so smooth. Like, I really had to adjust. I'm used to doing more work with my other clippers. They still work great. But man, these blades and these guard combs are just superb. So, yeah, and if you see me, when I reverse the clipper like that, what I do is I'm debulking a different way. Oh, shout out to my shave gel. I'm super excited. In about a month and a half, our mass production of our shave gel will be done. I want to give you all a good glimpse of what it works, how it works. Super thick. So the viscosity, I hope I said that word right. If not, y'all can eat my ass up in the comments. But the thickness, that was a big changing factor. So with this shave gel, I wanted to make it thicker than the typical shave gel. A lot of the other shave gels are water-based, which it's not bad, but the thicker the shave gel, it makes it much easier for the razor to glide across the hair and the skin. And when you have a thinner shave gel, what happens is sometimes the razor may pull, or it won't work as smooth. Also, we added aloe, which is one of the main ingredients. Some products may have aloe, but it's not a main ingredient, so it's not as much. The aloe is really good for the moisture in the skin. It makes the skin moisturized pre-shave and post-shave. Also, it's still translucent, or it's see-through, it's transparent. Why? When you use a shaving cream to shave any part of the skin, sometimes you gotta wipe it off so you can see where you're going. But with a thick, transparent gel, you can actually see, so you don't have to wipe off, so that the product can stay on as you work. I talked y'all through this whole edge up, but yeah, I mean, my edge ups are all the same on every tutorial, so I thought I would take that opportunity to kind of walk y'all through the product. Super, super quality. I went to a manufacturer, I went to actually a chemist and a biologist. Walked into a bar right now. I went to a lab, told them what I wanted, what I expected, what preservatives I wanted, why preservatives. Every product has to have a preservative to sit on the shelf. So we have about a 2 to 1 year and a 1.5 year lifespan on a product. That means if you buy like 5 and you don't get to the 5th one for about a year, still will work great. So with those preservatives, I wanted it to be something quality. A lot of other products use a cheaper preservative because they get it manufactured overseas. So that way it's cheaper, but it also can cause irritation on the skin. Got it manufactured here in the US, went with a company that was super reputable, and we put all quality ingredients. I literally talked y'all through this whole haircut, but yeah, wanted to explain it because I love the product. So, but everything else on the edge up, I'm stretching the skin. That's a big key, big indicator. Very much stretch the skin from the top with the offhand. And I'm stretching down as well. But tight skin, whenever you're shaving, tight skin is super vital. Why? It helps the razor move smooth. That's simple as that. Keep the edge up super natural. I have a few other tutorials that are coming out where I'll kind of be more detailed, but I feel like this is one, the biggest thing is keep the fade low on the edge up. Very, very, very key. That's a big key. I'll do another tutorial on a haircut like this. Y'all let me know what y'all looking for. What is something you want to learn? What part of this haircut gives you trouble? I'm super excited to be back. Love my new mic. Love my new setup. And yeah, I think Shavar's edge up and taper came out really, really good. Another thing I want to talk about in the comments, do y'all charge the same for an edge up and taper as y'all do for a full haircut? Or that's what people call it, a full haircut. To me, it's still a haircut because you got a taper, you got a fade. I want to know what y'all think in the comments. Is there anything else I should go over? No, but I got content coming. I'm probably gonna drop another video like a day or so after this one. So it looks super crisp, clean. The shave gel, I'm really gonna highlight that, man. Look at his skin, look at the edge up, super sharp. If you watch my hand placement, again, I'm still kind of skilled with the razor because I've been using it for a while, but that gel makes the process much easier. It's also good for at-home use. Clients who shave their own face, men who shave their own heads, whatever. Very thick, high quality gel. So y'all watch the rest of the tutorial. I'm happy to be back. If you have any questions, let me know. Watch the before and after. GameChanger out. I will see y'all soon.
Yes, sir. As always, yep.
They want it? Perfect.
Yes, sir. Perfect. As always.
My God.